Aaron Taylor Johnson's 28 years later casting can perfectly pay off for another 18-year-old role. Aaron Taylor Johnson is one of the most intriguing additions to 28 Years Later, the long-awaited third installment of Danny Boyle's apocalyptic zombie saga. But while fans are understandably buzzing about the continuation of the 28 Days Later legacy and what new horrors may lurk in a post-rage virus world, Taylor Johnson's casting offers an unexpectedly poetic opportunity, a chance to finally pay off a role he played 18 years ago in one of the most overlooked zombie-adjacent thrillers of the 2000s, The Illusionist. Though not a horror film, The Illusionist 2006 featured a young Aaron Taylor Johnson, credited then as Aaron Johnson, as the younger version of Edward Norton's Eisenheim. While the film revolved around mystery, deception, and love, it also subtly established a talent for blending the fantastical with emotional gravitas. Taylor Johnson's brief role was filled with longing, quiet strength, and a sense of destiny far larger than the screen time allowed. Now, nearly 2 decades later, 28 Years Later gives him a grittier canvas to showcase how far he's come, and to pay off the promise of a performer who always seemed destined to lead darker, more profound stories. But there's a deeper, more fitting parallel that connects Taylor Johnson's past and present. The Illusionist may not be a zombie movie, but its mood, tone, and themes of illusion and survival against oppressive forces have eerie similarities with the 28 Days/Weeks Later universe. And if Boyle is looking to bring his franchise full circle thematically while elevating it with new talent, Taylor Johnson might be the perfect bridge. From tragic youth to hardened survivor, in The Illusionist, Taylor Johnson's young Eisenheim is a boy separated from love by class and power. He disappears into a shadowy world of mysticism and illusion, returning years later as a changed, hardened man. That arc mirrors the survival stories at the heart of 28 Days Later, ordinary people transformed into reluctant warriors, shaped by loss and terror. If Taylor Johnson's new character in 28 Years Later has similarly lost someone, or returns to a ruined world with a haunted past, it would be a full-circle moment that not only echoes his early role but deepens it. This potential payoff isn't just symbolic. It taps into the specific acting strengths Taylor Johnson has honed since his teenage years, a quiet intensity, a tormented calm, and a capacity for explosive emotion. Whether in Nocturnal Animals, Bullet Train, or Outlaw King, he's proven his ability to carry characters with buried trauma, physical power, and a sense of mystique. These are all qualities that could redefine a 28 Years Later protagonist, someone who isn't just running from the infected, but also from memories. A franchise known for cycles deserves a reflective hero. The 28 Days Later universe has always been about repetition, outbreaks spreading, hope crumbling, and humanity trying to rebuild only to be brought low again. Casting Taylor Johnson opens the door for Boyle to play with those cycles on a character level. What if Taylor Johnson plays someone who lived through the earlier outbreaks as a child? That would mirror the real-world 18-year gap since 28 Weeks Later, and his role in The Illusionist, where he too returned older, wiser, and bearing the weight of history. Boyle's horror movies have always stood apart because they explore what the world does to people, mentally, spiritually, not just physically. Taylor Johnson can anchor that kind of exploration. He doesn't need to scream to show fear or wield guns to seem threatening. He embodies the quiet intensity of someone who's seen too much. If his 28 Years Later character has survived multiple outbreaks, lost family, or been betrayed by the institutions meant to protect him, it would be the ideal role for an actor who made his name portraying souls shaped by suffering. A character who knows it's all a lie. Taking a more metaphorical route, Taylor Johnson's The Illusionist past may inspire character, is someone who won the 28